Hi, my name's Suzanne Day, and I run a charity and a business for stopping domestic violence, and I also am a healer. And today I'm doing a healing for the world for all police and military to stand up and to protect the people. So I stand in the power of my soul. I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Rescue and harmonious developments for the world and all beings. And I seal and protect this space with my life shield, which I activate now. And I am protected from evil eyes, evil intent, and low vibrational beings and energy. And I also use the numbers of 888 for protection that I place around me. And I'd like to know, where are the military and the police? And what side are they on? Because I thought they took an oath to serve and protect the people in their communities and to support them and to stop these types of situations happening. And I thought that it was their job and what they got paid to do. And I thought they knew all about the law and they even acted using that. But I can't see many of them standing up about genocides, injuries, and human rights abuses that are happening at the moment. Because there's huge crimes happening everywhere you look, but the government bodies who get paid to protect the community are actually just standing by silently, not saying a word. And their silence is actually allowing all of this to happen without stepping in. So what happened in the Second World War in Germany is actually happening now worldwide, but it's happening on a worldwide scale. And millions of people dead around the world and 2 billion injured, and it's growing daily. I actually saw a figure from a solicitor, no, not a solicitor, a doctor, that said there were 175 million people dead and billions, I'm not sure how many billions, but there were billions of people injured worldwide. And that was a few months ago. So these government-controlled workers just keep doing their job and taking orders and looking the other way and then getting paid. And they don't realise that they're actually on the wrong side and they're on the wrong side of history and they're working for the wrong team. And since when has being paid been more important than saving a human's life? And people are being killed by these shots, and then people are just walking away minding their own business like nothing's happening. And I see people who are brain damaged with brain fog, and others who are being butchered by their own doctors and nurses, but there's not a word from anyone. And the laws of each country are actually being changed daily by the governments, and it's now going towards a totalisation system. And that's when you have no rights, when you're completely controlled in every part of your life. You cannot have a car, you can't buy food, you can't go on the internet, you can't visit friends, you can't go on holidays, you're not allowed to own anything. Everything is controlled, and you have to get permission for every single thing that you do and have. And that's what is going to happen if the New World Order and the 10-minute cities come in. And have people's brain cells been switched off? Our own governments are plotting to kill us all, but still there is silence from so many people. And isn't it the police and the military's job to stop situations like this happening? Or are they too busy on the gravy train collecting their payments and just getting paid? And are they trying to save face while dirty deeds are being done around them? And we, the public, are fighting for our lives, trying every way not to be killed. And have these government bodies missed the point? We, the people of the world, will have our own throats cut by these people if we don't stand up. And are these workers too frightened to speak out and to act as they should to protect the good people of their communities? Have they lost their way and only answer to money and being paid? Is that what is the only thing that matters? And this situation is not going to go away. It's actually going to get worse when it's ignored like this. And what needs to happen is everyone needs to stand up and say no. And people's rights are being taken away every day. And are these government workers just covering their own asses? Truth has been hidden and stonewalled from coming out by the media and others. And we, the good people of the world, need to take back our countries while we still can. There are government workers programmed to only follow orders and to not think for themselves or to use common sense and to think outside the square. And it feels like they're only programmed to only do as they are told by upliners. They're not using ethics, morals, or core personal values that they hold, or they should hold, and they do not have a clue of the real truth and that we're actually in World War III. And an alert needs to go out to them to wake them up. And they need to join in with the good people of the world who are working towards peace and freedom and creating new societies to live in. And I'd like to know what happened to the oath that they took. Have they discarded this? Because they're supposed to actually serve for the community and the people in their communities. So have they forgotten that their job is to actually serve their communities and the people who actually pay their wages? Their job is not to stand by the politicians and support them. It's to support their communities and the people. So I'm now activating the special beings from other planets who are here to help us. And I'm calling them forward for assistance to help align all beings on Earth who are ready for their personal soul mission that they wish to take at this time. And I ask the beings of Earth to reject all authority over your body, mind, and soul from any authoritarian being on Earth. And in this way, we can all go our right path that is right for us. And be free. And any vow to stay quiet, I am now shutting this down and removing. And I ask that all evil is now exposed to the good people of the earth, so that it may be forever gone. The beings of the earth are free, and they state no hold, demand, or control can be made against them in any way, as they live in love. We, the good beings of the earth, rebut all words said against us by any controller of the old world. And all old contracts made by beings of the earth are not binding and legal in any way. These are all null and void, and they're ripped up this time and date into infinity. And the good people of the world are putting the governments of the world on notice that we do not comply in any way with your demands of us. We are free in body, mind, and soul, and we will not take part in any treasonous acts against others and ourselves. And all states of claim against us are false, and therefore null and void, and they're not legal in any way. And we are no longer caught in any corners or holes that have been made for us to fall into. We, the good people of the world, are calling you out on all your lies, your deception, your fraud, and your treason, your murder, and all abuses. We are now holding you responsible for all these human rights abuses that were committed by you. You are answerable for all your crimes that you have taken part in. We ask that you readdress this matter urgently, and we are withholding ourselves from you. We hold no obedience to you or any of your orders. We, the good people of the world, are putting you on notice. You hold... Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Good people of the world are putting you on notice. You hold no authority over us in any way, and all acts of treason in every country against the good people are now called out. They are seen by everyone. And we ask that all whistleblowers come forward worldwide to speak the truth in all industries and organizations. And I now give instructions and commands for the universe to make this event happen worldwide, this time and date into infinity. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. I'm releasing all oaths of police and military worldwide who are not on the good side of the people. These organizations are corrupt and not lawful for the people of the world. I am calling out all lies to the world so that they may be seen and exposed for all to see. And I remove all allegiances and promises to these organizations and bodies, as they do not stand for truth and love and with the people that they serve. I ask that the police and military worldwide follow and work with the natural law of love and freedom. And I now send this intent to the command to the universe to assist for all police and military to stand down and to join with the good people of the earth in the new world that we are building in peace, love, and joy. And I ask that the beings of earth hold an oath to their country, their constitution, and to their people. All beings on earth who require attachment or the need for all orders to be given to you, I release all of this now from your field, mind, body, and soul. I am healing the need to say yes and to just agree with things and to not make a fuss or to cause a problem and to stand up for what is right for everyone and yourself. All mind programming not in the light of the Creator in all government bodies worldwide, I remove you all now, this date and time, into infinity. And in my mind's eye, I am removing or mapping paths that are laid out in your brain for you to follow orders and to just do your job. I am placing my hand in this area of your brain and I am pulling out the pathway so that it is removed permanently now. All of this matrix is collapsed to the norm of the Creator now, and I delete this all now. I will now place a new pathway of think for yourself and feeling connected to your soul and speaking your truth. All programming to follow orders. I will push the delete button on this now. I delete you now from all fields. I also remove all implants in souls to just follow orders or to just do my job. I am turning on the ability of all government employees to think for yourself, to listen to your gut voice that sounds loud in your soul. And I say to all gut brains of beings on earth, align and open and connect now. To stay in your heart, to hear and feel your own truth, to stay loyal to your oath of protect and serve of your communities, and to your constitution of your country. And I am seeing all masks being lifted off faces of all beings on earth. All beings can all see clearly again now. All implants are lifted out of eyes, so that they will open clearly and can now see the truth of the world. All biohacking in souls, I am dismantling and deleting you now. All contracts and agreements to hold these are now null and void, this time and date, which is today, into infinity. I am removing all outdated orders made and installed to all police and military worldwide. I am removing all implants from commands upline to be dismantled and dissolved now. I will use my hand to pull these implants all out now. And some of these have shields that are over them that are actually holding them in place, so I will remove these shields too. And all power games planted on the earth plane, I release and delete you from all fields on the earth plane now. And I also pull up all anchors that was holding all of this in place. I also release the need to be right and to rule with an iron fist on the earth. All group soul contracts made for this control and abuse to happen on earth spaces, timelines, and dimensions are now null and void, this time and date into infinity. All beings trapped on the time loop of abuse and control of earth, I release you from this now. You are free to go your own way in peace. I cut all energetic cords from this contract now. Any soul stuck on this loop and trap, I release you from this now. All beliefs to control and dominate the earth are released now. I remove and dismantle any holding patterns, keeping any personnel stuck and unable to move forward. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Now I'm going to do harmonization of your journey and roots. I imagine the starting point and my goal, which is to align all police and military's hearts and souls worldwide now. In this way, they will serve and protect the people in their communities, for them to see all the evil, the crimes, the abuses, human rights being committed. I see all police and military worldwide being welcome to the side of truth, peace, love, and freedom. I see a beam of light flow from my heart, and I imagine all beings of the Creator's norm, so they are no longer corrupt, silent, or being damaged in any way. Everything I see is happening for the positive and the good of the people and the world. All the information I need pertaining to this situation is now within the beam of light. I now compress this into one point, and I place this point into the crown chakra of all police and military worldwide now. All organs, cells, and systems of all these bodies of the world are of the blueprint of the optimal functioning of the Creator's norm. All old information is now deleted and gone. The blueprint was created to be a self-regulating, self-renewing, and self-regenerating indefinitely in our lifetime. It does not have a use-by date. All beings are connected to the pure existence of the eternal soul and are connected to truth. This consciousness is all returned to the Creator's norm blueprint. All soul perception is now one of love of self and of others. I aim the Creator's stream of light at all police and military worldwide to bathe them under the light stream. All negativity is transformed, cleansed with the information from the Creator's holy stream of light now. I stand at my point of perception and I make the decision to transform my perception from negative to positive on all levels of my soul, mind, and consciousness. I perceive myself with love because I'm an expression of life and the purest love of the Creator. I change my perception of myself and I see myself through the eyes of God. And I command this event to take place, this time and date, which is today, into infinity. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. All police and military worldwide are now listening to the people in their communities. The ball is now in their court. The door is open for everyone to walk through. We are all walking each other home, side by side, in love. Each nation is now rising up as one. We are all on the same team. We have hit the bullseye of our target, which is to crash the cabal system and to then live in freedom and love. We are all awake and fighting for our rights now. All stolen hearts are being returned to their rightful owners. There are no more fallouts happening. All swords are down in a peaceful way. The brakes are all off so that we can move forward easily. Our hearts are full and open to receive love from others and the universe. Spiritual surgery has been done on all souls that require healing of old wounds. All boots are now on the ground, moving forward to victory. We are now cleaning up the mess that has been left behind from battle. Light codes are all connecting in all hearts worldwide so that the vibration is rising. The swamp has been cleaned and emptied. People around the world are popping their heads up and listening to the truth with open, loving hearts. All evil trash has now been taken out of the world and sent to the light to transform. We are revolting with truth, love, peace and freedom, and dance and music parties are happening everywhere. No more are the evil ones playing games. We have won this game. It is over and finished, so we can play a better, happier game now. We have access to the right solutions so that we have what we need to survive. And it is down to us, the people of the world. We have courage and strength. All facts are laid out on the table to clearly see the way forward. The eyeballs of the world are watching this plan unfolding. Militaries around the world are now taking a stand for the good of the people to stop evil happening. Pillars of society are now standing up and protecting the people. I am asking for all... I can't say that word. For everything to take place so that all souls stand together as one. And all bases have been covered. We are happily riding into the sunset. All chains are loosened and released and now gone. We are unstoppable as we fight for our freedom, truth and peace. And evil from this world has been broken and put to bed where it will rest for all time. It is done and dusted. We, the freedom people, are on top of our game. We are winning, for we have won the race that was played. And the number to chant is 123-111-5025. The light of the Creator. That's the number to chant. And I now cut all cords that I've shared with this healing group now. I use my hand to cut these cords now. I also cut all ancestral lineage that has been attached to this timeline. I see everyone having all roots ground deeply into Mother Earth, anchored into Mother Earth from our feet chakras, which open now. And I bring this earth energy up through all roots, and I fill all entire bodies now to 1 meter above all heads. We are now all perfectly balanced in spirit, heaven, matter and earth. and all that is within and around me is now transformed to the light. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is.